All right, I'm in the kitchen with Chef Martin Rios, the owner of Restaurant Martin. So finally, we've got your cookbook, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Congratulations. But first, what are we making today?
We are going to be making a spring pea homemade tortellini with seasonal vegetables and reduction of arugula and ginger coulis.
Really? Okay, so walk us through a little bit of these ingredients that you've got here. Some of these fresh veggies.
These are our homemade tortellinis. This is beautiful breakfast radishes, spring peas, asparagus, a little bit of haricot verde, some artichokes, and our beautiful garden herbs and flowers that come from our garden. So
that's from your garden.
From
so
our
we're
garden,
getting very fresh produce.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, Martin, we're going to get to work on this in a little bit. We're going to find out more about your cookbook, which is now available to our chefs at home. Back in the kitchen with Chef Martin Rios, the owner of Restaurant Martin, joined by General Manager Jennifer Rios. I understand your better half.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Martin, what are we making today, buddy?
We're doing a spring pea homemade tortellini garnished with some seasonal vegetables. And then we made a reduction of arugula and fresh ginger.
Wow.
And a little bit of citrus just to garnish also.
Great, let's jump in.
Exactly, okay. So we warm up the tortellinis very quickly here. And basically, very simple, okay? We have the tortellinis placed on a plate. They're so light, you know. They're filled with a little bit of spring peas and Parmesan cheese and a little bit of ricotta and yogurt.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Now, this is something you said that you can find in your cookbook.
This is
so let's talk about the cookbook a little bit. How can people find it?
So you can, for a signed copy, you can call us at the restaurant 820-0919. or send us an email, info@restaurantmartin.com. This interesting thing about this cookbook is it's Martin's food, which is this real high level of fine dining, but he did it for the home cook. So this recipe is on page 108. It's so simple, I could do it. Okay. And that says a lot.
So if you're trying to really impress your friends, this is the perfect cookbook for you.
It really is, because he's separated out kitchen notes where you can embellish it and make it even higher end, but a simple recipe to begin.
Right, because oftentimes that's the thing, when you encounter a cookbook, it looks beautiful on the page, and when you do it, it's a disaster.
Exactly.
But you're making it a little more accessible to us that are still trying to, find our way in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's almost a dual cookbook.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about Restaurant Martin a little bit. For people who might not have seen him when he was in last time, tell us about the restaurant.
So we're in Santa Fe. Martin is a 6-time James Beard semifinalist. This year he was a finalist for the Best Chef of the Southwest, meaning one of the final 6 for our 6-state region. And that's impressive out of a list that starts over 1,000. So we're really honored with that. The cookbook is neat in that it tells you a lot about Martin's story. We have guests who've already bought it and come back and said, I was passionate about your restaurant and the two of you before, and now I really am. Because the intro chapters talk about Martin's background growing up in Mexico and how he has achieved what he's achieved.
That's great. Well, you've achieved something quite extraordinary here, Martin. Tell us about this and what you've done here.
I mean, this is, just the presentation itself. I mean, you have the nice warm tortellinis garnished with the beautiful light summer vegetables, the arugula and ginger reduction, and then we just garnished it with the beautiful breakfast radishes and some of the herbs and flowers that we grow in our garden.
Which I want to highlight again, that we're talking, farm to table there at Restaurant Martin. Everything very fresh. So if we want to make a reservation, we want to come out and experience your food instead of trying it ourselves. Do we need to make a reservation? Can we just drop in for lunch or dinner?
Definitely. I mean, the weekends, of course, is required to have a reservation, but the rest of the weeks, the rest of the days in the week is I mean, we're busy enough, but we're able to accommodate any walk-ins.
We have a lot of seating, especially in the summer. We have a beautiful patio, and in fact, the gardens he's talking about are on our patio, so you're dining between the edible beds. Wow. It's beautiful.
That's fantastic. Well, you've already sold me. I'm kind of hungry here.
Go for it.
So if we want to make a reservation, what is the best way to do it? Online? Do we give you a call?
Either or. Again, 505-820-0919. You can call us for your reservation. We are also on Open Table, so you can find us online to make a reservation.
That is so good. That little citrus kick.
Yeah.
It just wakes you up. That's amazing.
Very light.
Yeah, you guys, you got to get out to Restaurant Martin, pick up his book, pick up a signed copy by the man himself. All that information will be at casa.com. Let's stop.